Bloody fucking football. Alright, let's go. Hey guys, nice to see you back in my channel. I'm Tasan, this is Bloody Football, and today we are going to talk about 5 things that are going wrong behind the scenes at Chelsea Football Club. Number 1. Roman Abramovich and Marina Granovskaya. Ever since Roman Abramovich took over, Chelsea has gone on to win trophies after trophies, titles after titles, and so on and so forth. But how has it got there? By chopping and changing, by having a revolving door of managers coming in and going out. Carlo Ancelotti was sacked in the tunnel after he lost against Manchester United, who played really well that season, and he just missed out on the title. And that's why he was sacked, even though he won the double the year before that. And this wasn't the first time Roman sacked someone just because he wanted to. The case just goes on as far back as you can look at Roman's era at Chelsea. And then Roman kind of went away a bit and gave the reign to his trusted ally, Marina Granovskaya, who has then taken on not just having the ability to buy and sell and being the businesswoman that she should be. She is more of a director or Roman's right hand at Chelsea. She is just as tyrannical as Roman is with all the sackings. Also the invention of head coach, not a manager, a head coach, meaning a head coach could approve or not like a target that Chelsea is about to sign. But they would have to work with those players nonetheless. So you're chopping and changing managers with different thinking, different sort of footballing philosophy. You're letting them come in. You let them sign one player or 2 players that are theirs, and then you shove in other players that are your long-term targets. Whether they fit into this new manager system or not, that does not matter to Marina Granovskaya. If it did, there would not be any problem over how Frank Lampard dealt with Kepa Arrizabalaga. That boy couldn't save a goal. If it came at him and hit him in the face, it's going to go in. You want to know how I know that? Look back at Chelsea versus Ajax and that goal by Hakim Ziyech. Kepa, or this keeper, couldn't keep a ball out. If the ball hit his hand, you don't have to go back to the last season or some other game this season. Go back to this weekend. The ball came at him. It hit him in the hand and went in. He has biscuit fingers and his hands, well, they don't really work. Number 2. Politics behind the scenes. So most fans do not take it into consideration, and most fans do not think about it quite a lot. What is happening behind the scenes? Who is making what decision? When one of your players is also one of your supervisors, I'm talking about Petr Cech here, who is supposed to be Frank Lampard's right-hand man, who is supposed to be helping Lampard, because that's what the illusion I was under. But that wasn't the case. When he joined the team to train, he was actually talking to other players and evaluating Frank Lampard's job at Chelsea. That sounds more like a spy than a brother or a friend. Now, I'm not saying that the personal relationship between Frank Lampard and Petr Cech has gone badly. I do not know anything about it, and I don't think that's the case. But I do believe Petr Cech did his job and got Frank sacked, and went with Marina Granovskaya's tyranny at Chelsea. The tyranny continues. Number 3. Contradicting messages from the board to the head coach. The board wants the head coach to perform as if they're going to win the title every single season, but they are not going to back the manager with all the players that the manager wants, but they're going to give 1 or 2 concessions to the manager, and then they're going to pursue the long-term target of Chelsea Football Club. Chelsea Football Club. It sounds to me more like long-term target of who Marina Granovskaya trusts and what Marina Granovskaya sees as who is out there for a bargain. Kai Havertz, and nobody is wanting to buy him. Let's buy him and see if Frank Lampard can work with him or not. It wasn't the other way around. Things were separating Frank Lampard and the board, especially Marina Granovskaya, last January. That is a year ago. That's when she wanted him gone. She wanted him gone in the summer after he got 4th and went to the final of FA Cup. She wasn't happy with any of it. She wanted to remove Frank Lampard, but she was aware the fans would not be looking kindly upon her. Remember when we were told that Frank Lampard has come in and this is because of a long-term project? All of that was bullshit. Okay? I do not know how else to spell it out to you, but all of that long-term project with Frank Lampard was bollocks. Number 4. So let's ask ourselves this question. Why did Jose Mourinho become the head coach back in 2013? Why wasn't he given the role of the manager? Why has every manager coming in turned into our head coach and not manager? Because Marina Granovskaya loves to hold all the power in her hand like a tyrant, like a tyrannical monster. Roman and Marina, they're just tyrannical riskies, and I'm sorry to say this way, but that's the reality of the situation. This is just Chelsea Football Club at this moment is just a business. Nothing more and nothing less. It's just a business. There will not be an identity as long as this sort of chop and change manager and revolving door just keeps going on. It's terrible. As a fan, I feel gutted, I feel ashamed, and I feel enraged. So from now on, until the end of time, until Roman leaves or Marina leaves a job, and we see a change behind the scenes, a proper structure taking place, and that there will be no more tyrannical reign of anybody at Chelsea, that's when finally I will back off. But until then, every time we make a loss, every time we sign a player that doesn't quite make sense for our team, every time we sign a player that our coach clearly doesn't want, I'll have a problem. And I will make it quite loud and quite clear. I hate you, Marina Granovskaya. I hate you, Roman Abramovich. Thank you very much for all the trophies you have given me. Made time great for me. But some of the football I've seen, I'd rather gouge my eyes out than watch those football. Those defensive, shitty football. Because title is all that matters for you. How we play doesn't matter. But then you come out and say, oh, no. How we play matters too. You want to see us play attacking football and want us to win titles, but you cannot keep a manager more than 2 years. Well, fuck you. Fuck you, Abramovich. Fuck you, Marina Granovskaya. Fuck you to the moon. And last but not least, number 5. We have snakes in this team who do not play as well as they should, who do not perform as they should. And then they have the guts to go around. Well, they lack guts, obviously, because they went behind Frank Lampard. They didn't speak to Lampard about it. They didn't tell Lampard that they have a problem with how Frank Lampard is dealing with his problems at Chelsea. They did not do that. What did they do? They went behind his back, they talked to the board, they played shit, and now they got him sacked. And as long as the snakes are playing for Chelsea, you can count on me to call them out at every game, at every single mistake they make. I will turn a blind eye, just like Marina turns a blind eye to the players that she is putting a blind eye to, like Rudiger, who makes so many mistakes that I could run out of papers in the middle of a game if I was writing down on just a couple of pages in my hand what is going wrong with Rudiger. Just Rudiger. Kepa, do I even need a page? Why should Kepa have any power? Senior player Kepa? When did Kepa become a senior player? My fart is more potent than Kepa Arrizabalaga. My fart is more potent than Tony Rudiger. Okay? Because if I farted at the face of any striker, they would fuck off the penalty box. And that would give me more of a chance to save the ball. If I was in the goalpost rather than Kepa Arrizabalaga, even though I'm a fucking midget and I'm a short as motherfucker and I am a fucking cripple as well. But I have more belief that I could do a better job than Kepa Arrizabalaga and Tony Rudiger. And those two clearly went behind the back of Frank Lampard and stabbed him in the back, like many other players have done in the previous managerial. Do we even call managerial career? Because they're not managers. They're head coaches. They're head coaches. So head coaching career from now on. No managerial career. Other clubs can have managers, but Chelsea cannot. It's just head coaches here. And players with player power can stab in the back, can constantly stab in the back with all the power they hold, even though they should not have that power. And Marina Granovskaya, you have given them that power. So fuck you one more time. And with that, I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you didn't, what can I do? It's not my fault that Marina Granovskaya is a piece of shit. I hope you're well. Take care of yourself. Fuck you and have a nice day.